Instagram?
I do have an Instagram account, so as soon as we're done, I'll probably make like 3 posts or something. Do the first one, do like introduce you, maybe just 2. And
No,
tomorrow
and I
I'll do
also
another one.
think you should do other things like news stuff that's like on the thing with women. You know how like it's like a whole. So it's not like just
That's
like
what I
your
was thinking,
post
too.
and like trying to
Yeah.
get like more followers. Like what's like something someone's doing? You know, like what you see them all the time. You see, you know, you hear.
Like what? Like are you talking about things like media things, right?
Yeah, but like maybe you can like do. You should always definitely create your own. What is it? Like your own hashtag.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then so then like people can hashtag it.
Yes. Yeah.
And then people will follow your hashtag too.
Should I put this here? Or is that
Sure.
too cheesy?
No.
Is it like holiday?
I think you should put the tree. Can you put the tree here?
Yeah, you know what? I have a little tree. I have this
Yeah.
tree. Let me see where it fits in the frame.
Let's see.
It's gonna fit in the corner. Aww.
Oh, perfect.
Christmas time. It doesn't have. You can't really see the little red ones, but that's okay. All right. Let's see here. So at any point, like if you don't want to answer anything, so it's okay. But I want to start.
How do you want this? How long do you want this to be?
Maybe like max, gosh, like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Like they don't have to be crazy long. So let's start with your background. So where were you born? Who were your parents? And what was their story? Or we can do an easy one. We can do an easier
fine.
one.
No,
okay.
that's good because Is it on?
Yeah, you can go whenever. Like, because I was thinking like chronological. It might make sense like in the brain to do like chronological.
It is. No, I had your email up. That's why I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got those questions up here too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I just want to like kind of get.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I can be here forever.
Yeah.
15 minutes will be more than.
Oh no, yeah, no. Don't feel like time constricted at all. Like, take as much time as you need. Because I can like cut and splice, and I can do whatever.
All right. So.
And think of it like, I guess your audience is like, I guess like the 15-year-old or like the 14-year-old girl that's got like big dreams, but she feels like intimidated by having like parents of a different culture or just having a different background. Like that's like sort of nature, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tell me when.
Yeah, whenever.
All right. So, my journey.
Yeah.
I don't really remember my journey. Most of the journey that I do remember is from stories. I was born in a Thailand refugee camp. My family had escaped the communists from Khmer Rouge to Thailand. And there I was born in a Thailand refugee camp. I got here to the United States when I was 2, and we were sponsored by Catholic Charities. And we were connected with a family that kind of Americanized us, cultured us, helped us learn how to speak English. Most of my life, early childhood, I grew up as English as a second language. But I was always encouraged to go to school and my main focus was school. When I was going to school, it was my toughest things that I had to do was trying to fit in. I was a minority. I didn't know I was a minority, but I never had the nicest things or the nicest clothes. My mom worked night and day to support me, and she always encouraged me to make sure that I always do well in school. Nothing else mattered. When I was brought up, my American family was very a part of my family, and my big sister, she was the biggest role model for me. I always wanted to be like her. I think today I still want to be like her. She always taught me what was right. She taught me how to be strong, and she also taught me how to be stubborn, which I get that very clearly from her. To this day, I still look up to her and all the things that she does, but she pretty much made me who I am. And thank you, Marianne, for helping me along this way to be the person that I am. But when it comes to hard work, dedication, and being a good person in general, those are the key focuses that I was raised on. My challenges that I face every day when I was growing up as a kid were huge. When I was a teenager, I felt that I wasn't accepted. No one liked me because I didn't wear the latest things or the brand names, labels, and I kind of, was always made fun of, and I thought it was always me. But then, as a kid, you think that you need to keep up with everyone. But that's not so, because everybody else feels the same way as you do, as when you look back at it. So, that being said, should never let anybody put you down or tell you that you're not equal, or let someone else be better than you, because at the end of the day, we're all equal, regardless of our skin, our color, what economical, social background we came from. I can remember taking my brother into going to get his eye exam, and he needed contact lenses, but he needed a special contact lens because he has some eye issues, if you want to say. We walk in there, and they looked at our insurance, and they said, well, you can only get this, and that's it, because that's what the insurance had to offer. After repeatedly telling her that I didn't care about what insurance we had, that I would pay for it out of pocket, they didn't seem to listen. They just kept looking at me odd. So when it came down to paying, I was like, I will pay for this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And that's still, that bias, and that's the setback that we get, I still face today. It hasn't gone away. So people look at you, you always have to make sure that you're the better person. And stick with what you believe in, and stick to your values. Don't let someone else put you down. What's the other question?
What has been your biggest triumph that you feel like, given all, like, the whole situation, your whole background?
My biggest triumph? Coming from a family with no education. I am the first person to graduate college, have a college degree, And to be able to support my younger brother and watch him graduate through college and help him guide through all the challenges as he has done is my biggest triumph. Sometimes when he's down, I still tell him the bright sides and how he has made me so proud. That's something that I actually am proud of. And I remind him to this day that being in this country, you are able to do whatever it is that you want. You just have to work for it. And working hard is the easy part because it's probably in our blood. But if you stick with it and don't give up, it will come.
Who do you look up to? You talked about your sister, but is there anybody else that you've like looked at and been like, this person is an example for me?
No, my sister. I think my sister, she might not know this, but I think, and I view her as a 10. She's an amazing cook. Everything she makes is from scratch. She juggles 3 jobs, 2 master's degrees. She has an amazing family, amazing kids, and her husband he's just awesome. And what I see she has accomplished, I can nearly have even come close. So my goal, I feel like that being raised and taught by her, that I need to follow in her footsteps. So there's some pretty big shoes to fill.
What does being a first generation woman mean to you?
Growing up, realizing that I'm a first generation didn't really mean much. It didn't mean much. But as I gotten older and wow, I kind of underestimated it. I feel that I'm proud to tell people that I was born in a refugee camp. I'm proud to tell somebody that I came from nothing. I'm proud of everything that I have. And I'm proud of all the sacrifices that I made to become who I am. But most importantly, that as long as you can do the work, and pay your own bills and become a part of society is the biggest accomplishment that you can do just for yourself. No one can ever take that away from you. That's what it means to me.
What message do you have to your younger self?
There's a lot of messages that I would probably say to my younger self. And I think it might sound like a generic question, but follow your heart. And don't let anyone ever say you can't do something. Because whatever it is that's inside there is what is really important. And you stick with it. And that will make you become who you are.
Do you stay in contact with your biological parents?
Yes, I do. She is in Cambodia. She does travel back from time to time, but yes, I do. And I continue to support.
Hey!
Guys,
Hey.
come here.
Everybody chill.
Come on, Luke. Come on.
Hey. Mama, come here. Everybody, come here. Guys.
Who's there? Who's there? Come here. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Louie. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Wanna go?
I'm not going anywhere.
Afraid of you.
Little butt.
Can't keep barking.
Hey. Hey, chill, little bub. Chill.
I think I should compliment is making you not bark. Tell me when I figure that out.
Louie. So you're saying that if she comes back and forth.
She comes occasionally back and forth to the country, but her main focus is to be in Cambodia and help the less fortunate there. I think it's a sense of making sure to giving back.
Was there any like political things? Well, you said you were in a refugee camp, so was there any political movements that influenced the course of your life? Any events that were going on? Something that you can remember, like specifically?
Do I have another question?
I guess like tying it to like history, like what was going on in the countries, what was like, you know, was immigration difficult, was because I know like for a lot of people like 9/11 really changed the course of how they were treated, how you know, their opportunities in the country. So that's like a big event. I don't know if there was a big event.
So, from what I can remember, or what I've been told, growing up in a communist country and my family trying to flee from the Khmer Rouge, education was not allowed. Any signs of being smart, intellectual, would cost you your life. And for the opportunity to have that here in America was huge. Didn't understand the value of it being raised because I was pretty much raised here. Now realizing how of an impact it plays and how much my family stressed on education because there wasn't any, you know, it makes me realize how important it is, and the educational system that we have here in the States is pretty amazing that we educate for free, and in other countries they don't educate. So being able to see the difference, and my goal is to be able to give back the knowledge that I have and pay it forward.
You said, what did you say the occupation was called? It was like when you said you were in the refugee camp, and you said it's like it was started with like a C, like a French sounding word. You said it was like oh my gosh.
Oh, refugee camp?
Yeah, it's like the coup, I guess, that happened, or you were like, oh, they had taken over. What was the name of that group?
Communists? No.
No.
The Khmer Rouge.
Yes, what is that?
So Khmer Rouge in Cambodian terms is red Khmer. So, and they symbolize as themselves as superior and made people less a minority or less inferior. Anyone that showed any signs of superiority was killed. And millions of people have died from this era. So.
Meg, come here, Mama. Megara, come here.
I'm going to answer your question.
This was a Cambodian thing?
Yeah. Dave sent me an article that today.
Oh, Dave would. He's like all into.
He is, and what did he say?
Hey, Megara, chill. Why?
Please, we're recording, Mom.
He sent me this. He says, it says the Khmer Rouge leader found guilty of genocide in landmark ruling. 2 leaders of Cambodia Khmer Rouge regime were found guilty in
Genocide?
Genocide, thank you.
Okay.
And Friday, in a land ruling almost 40 years after the fall of the brutal regime of death of over a death of a quarter of population. The Khmer Rouge former head state Khu Sufin, 87 years old, and his brother Chun Chia, 92, are almost seniors, living members of the ultimate Maoist group, seized control in Cambodia of 1975 to 1979. The terror led by brothers, 2 million dead from overwork, starvation, and mass execution on Friday, ruling the first knowledge of genocide. The defender previously shared life sentences over 2014 of violence and forced evacuation in Phnom Penh in 1975. They found guilty.
Wow. So it's like a political...
It's like a political thing.
Regime or something. Wow.
Under regime, sentence. They should have just been freaking killed.
So, what do you have planned for your future? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals, ambitions?
My future, I have a lot of things planned in the works, but nothing really clear. Continue to further educate myself in many different ways, as learned from others, go back to school. But my main thing that I would like to do is pay it forward. I have been very fortunate, and I take everything that I have and I look at it as a blessing, because I wouldn't have been here today if it weren't for the people that are in my life. But my main goal will be some days to open a free clinic in Cambodia and help and teach and educate and build up something amazing. I feel that there is so much that I can do to give back, and I will. As soon as my goal is to have that done within the next couple of years.
Okay, and then just say, my name is Tari Ross, and I am a first-gen female.
My name is Tari Sarai Ross, and I am a first-gen female.
That was perfect.
Yay!
Thank you, little
You barkers!
pipsqueaks. Little peanut gallery.
Oh, you should have gone in right as you sit.
I just I had to. It doesn't capture everything, so I have to like go like this.
Oh, you're gonna get the other phone. You're gonna get Matt's
stickers.
phone.
Yeah, I know. yeah, I need to get camera, but I don't want to like go crazy. I'll just, take it easy for now. Well,
Matt's phone. Say, let me just use Matt. Let me use
Yeah.
your phone.
right, I know.
Anyway,
Need to do that.
You okay?
Oh my gosh, I was like crying the first like 5 minutes.
Aww.